Hello Capricorn, here's a reading for you for the solar eclipse on the 21st of August 2017. I talked in the introduction about the impact, also time impact of this reading, so it's much more than a month. These energies will play out for several months at least. So let's begin. Your cards are already shuffled, and I'm just going to cut them. Firstly, for Capricorn. Yeah. I'm going to use heptapod spread that I designed myself. This is a spread really helping you to focus on important things, understanding weaknesses and knowing how to cope with them, and knowing also what are your strengths and how to use them for the best. Okay? First, the background energy of this time, of this, the background energy of these energies, of these events going on in the universe is a Page of Swords. So it's very much about communication, because swords are about communication. This is air, and the page is child, so it's immature. That's why it is often connected with harsh words, with saying something you really didn't want to say, but saying the truth. It's always truth. It's also the pursuit of truth. It is also beginning to learn something, as you can see. One hand, a sword, but the other hand is about to take this book. Is quite small right now, but this one is very agile and this one is very smart, and she's gonna learn a lot. So perhaps a beginning of a new learning period for you. Let's see. Oh, why this is so it's not centered. I want it to be centered and it's not. But yeah, I'm gonna leave with it. Let's look at your cards, Capricorn. Starting at the center, which is you, at this very moment, 2 days before great solar eclipse. Where are you now? Starting point. The High Priest. It's coming up quite a lot. It's funny because I made a reading for myself. I usually start with doing a reading for myself, and I had the High Priest in the very same position, and I'm a Capricorn ascending, rising, sorry, ascendant Capricorn. So this confirms this, and as I understood this in my situation, it's all about spiritual growth. It's not only about being a student, but also about being a teacher, about giving others what you already know from this book of wisdom that was given to you from above. It goes very well with this, you see? This is given to you by some divine creature. You are also divine, and you're studying, and you already know much. So it's about acquiring wisdom, but also about giving it to others. Okay? Not only taking. I wonder how it's gonna play out later, but right now I'm thinking about this. It's also about faith. It's also about believing that you are divinely guided, that there's something above you, guiding you, wishing you well. And I very often look what's behind the main shadow card. It's you, it's your energy. Usually it's Taurus, but it doesn't have to be. And Ace of Chalices. Ace of Chalices, which talks about open heart, open channel. Okay? Okay, let's look what's above you. And as when I say above, I mean it quite literally. Above influence, something coming from above, something outside of you but influencing you. Six of Chalices. Usually people say the past, because we have children here and they are playing and they are happy and quite I'm sorry, I was interrupted. So Six of Chalices, it doesn't have to indicate the past, but of course it can be past influence, looking into the past and perhaps longing for something that you had and you no longer have, or wanting to have it back, to have it again, to feel this pure, innocent joy of childhood. But very often this card indicates an emotional harmony with the other, especially with a significant other. And of course, innocence and the pleasures of everyday life, and being able to notice them and to enjoy them. Let's look at the card here. This indicates where are you coming from, or what's going to the past. And you have King of Chalices. This is the card that Virgo has had as incoming influence, and this is your past. It speaks about emotional maturity to me. King of Chalices not only knows his emotions but also feels them, and is not afraid to feel them. And he's holding this cup, his heart, tenderly, ready to defend it but also ready to give it, and ready to share what's inside. So very emotionally fulfilled energy, acting in connection with your emotions. This is the master of water. Water is life force. So you're coming from a place when you acquired the strength of streaming the life force in wanted direction. Now so this is where you are and what is your current position and what's backing you up. And now about the more difficult part of your reading, that is this card, which is your weakness or your challenge or something difficult you're gonna encounter this in this time. The devil. Look, it's you. Or is it? The mirror. This card is so, here in this deck, it's so mysterious. Look at it. you like that? Are you really a dead tree? Is it so dark outside? I don't think so. Why this reflection is dark? What do you see? Is it reality, or is it something you fear to see? Your deepest fears, your greatest fears. This is what this card is about. It's also your card, Capricorn. It's about restrictions, but it's also about perseverance. Being the way you are, deep inside of you. It is about chains, but it's also about breaking the chains. You know the best what's restricting you. Will you know how to break the bonds? And which bonds to break? Because some of them are worth preserving, and some are not. What I feel here is that your weakness is connected with those things you fear. That the biggest fear is to see yourself as you are. Not only the bright, responsible, intelligent, perseverant Capricorn, but also all those dark parts of you that you would rather not talk about. And hence, when you're not talking about it, when you don't think about it, they don't work for you. They work for themselves, all those little tiny dots that are not welcome in your world. And this is the place where weakness can come from, when you don't use the whole of your personality, the whole of your self, because personality is not yourself, it's only a part of yourself. So not accepting, not taking you as a whole may be your weakness. Even if those parts that you're not willing to accept are scary. Perhaps you need to be scary sometimes. Perhaps you need to be dangerous. Think of it. How to cope with this? How to cope with this unwanted, devilish, dark side? With the High Priestess, so you have the couple here. High Priestess is very feminine energy. It is ruled by Moon. So again, life force. You have chalices, King of Chalices, Six of Chalices. Now the High Priestess, she has her feet touching the water, so touching this life force. She knows what's going on beneath the surface. She knows. So High Priestess is very much about not knowing, but intuition, your gut feelings, the tales your blood tell running through your veins, not your thoughts, not your imagination, because the devil is very much about what you imagine. Fear is about what you imagine, usually. Not the High Priestess. High Priestess feels. So again, feeling seems very important for you. You are an earth sign, and earth signs are feminine. So You have this feminine major energy, seeing through the veil, being able to cope with mysteries, because High Priestess is also connected with mysteries. There's perhaps something you don't know, and you don't have to know, because beneath the surface the game is already played, and the outcome will emerge for you. But you have here this beautiful yin and yang duo, spiritual couple. Let's look at your strength. I think I want to see the whole picture, and then perhaps I will go back to this. The Magician. So you have all the tools, Capricorn. Lots of major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Magician. And look at these people. The book, and the book. And the book here. So definitely there is some knowledge acquired by you. Well, maybe not even knowledge, but wisdom. It's more than knowledge. It's wisdom about your spiritual nature. Perhaps things that you're afraid about regarding your spirituality. And these cards are saying, don't look in the mirror, don't look too much, don't see too much, just focus on what your intuition tells you, because it guides you in the right direction. And when you want to manifest, you will. What's the manifestation? It's nothing more than making magic. It's turning your life into a magical act. I want, and I call all the energies, and I know the formula, and I'm going to bring it to earth. Bring things to earth. All the things that I want. You're very powerful here. Grounded in your emotions, but also in your spiritual feeling. So perhaps this fear is about discovering something about you, discovering that Capricorn, you are more than just, flesh and bones, and you are so much more than this. Capricorns are very, very often seen as very, not only grounded people, but very close to earth, not in this nice meaning, They are seen as too close to earth, but you're not. Apparently you're not. Not in the spread. So this is your work, to develop this spiritual part of yourself, very gentle-hearted and very skilled and powerful, because the devil is powerful. It is, and it's the they say the devil is the prince of earth, right? So you have this power to bring things to earth. You will not, if you choose to feel bound, to feel restricted. But if you free yourself from these images of you, you can acquire so much with this Magician. What should you focus on? Where to stream your energy? The Temperance, another major arcana, wow. blending. One of my favorite cards in the tarot. Temperance is the art. Temperance is all about being patient and trying. Together with the magician, it's trying on a very, and with this devil, I think it's trying on a very material level to forge something new and to find a magic formula for your life. And you will have to try again and again and again. But with a temperance, it is saying, try once more. If you need to, don't hesitate. Try once more, and once more, and once more. Try so many times. Try as many times as you need to gain this final result of, I don't know why, but this time I see nurturing the flower, nurturing the bird. And somehow it's very much about giving. That's why I was telling about sharing here. I see sharing on a material level, nurturing. It's a very powerful reading here. Like you are called by the universe to finally show the world what you acquired here. The balance of the heart, the wisdom, the insight, defending your fears. Not defending, marrying them. Seeing through the veil, being able to do magic in your life. And nurturing, connecting with others. There are two chalices here. This is important. This is very often a card indicating some kind of relationship that requires blending, that requires finding this perfect formula. But here in this constellation, I see it as giving more from yourself, because it seems you have much and someone is waiting to be watered, and someone is thirsty and wants to drink from your cup, and you're eager to give it, which is great, Capricorn. Temperance is such a beautiful card. There's usually an angel here, and it's the mediation between the devil and the death. Let's look at the outcome, but I don't want you to see it as a final outcome and there's no way to change it, etc., etc., etc. It's just beam of light projecting into the future, but this is not the end. It's not like we have the outcome and then we say, okay, now I'm going to pack it and put it into shelf. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Absolutely not. It's just what can come out of this. What could be another step on the ladder. Let's look. 7 of Wands. Having this upper position. Also a competition, but in a very productive way, I would say. It's not It's not conflict. It's not really something that is dangerous for you. No, it's not. You're ready to defend what you have and who you are. Because now you know better who you are. You know better what do you have and what's the worth of it all. You're not alone here. You see, there are kids, there's a barn, there are dogs and little dogs. So there's quite a lot to defend here, I would say. And this is Leo energy, and the solar eclipse is in Leo. Somehow I feel this is about respecting your own boundaries. It all seems like a very safe time for you to develop all those things I was talking about, this sharing and manifesting in real life and sharing the results of your magic with others, and then putting a boundary and not letting everyone go. And not letting everyone in, that's what I mean. Letting only some in, those you want. Seven of Wands comes after Six of Wands, and Six of Wands is glory and victory, so you're already victorious. And now it's just a question of defending it. Because the world is not gonna just, look and smile. There are some people possessing what you have, possessing what you acquired here. But you will be ready. This is what this card is telling me. You will be ready to keep what you want to keep, Capricorn. And what you're keeping here, what is worth keeping here, is this wisdom you acquired. The King of Pentacles, holding what's dear to him, holding it because it came through his heart. And another card, Ten of Pentacles. Perhaps this is this creative and safe environment that lets you grow and that needs to be protected then. Okay, Capricorn. I hope it resonated. I wish you all the best for the coming time. Use it the best you can. And thank you for your time. Bye-bye.